As I stepped at the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant closed almost 3 years ago. Now, times are better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind.
Maybe.
Oh, there's the buildings. It's just like, what is up
That's
with
a
these...
lot of eyes.
What is up with these trees?
What's these crazy illuminated trees?
It's like Reggie Wood. Ooh.
Hello?
Is there somebody
Hello?
One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something.
here? Was it my locker?
The door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted at the front that said, "Danger, closed for repairs." There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off to other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs had collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box behind it.
Sounds like we gotta reactivate this power box.
Time to adventure game.
Wonder what oddly specific things I will find that will help me on my quest.
Every boat of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall.
Yeah, just a adventure of old rotted buildings.
The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper, cartoons, and notices. There were notes, too, and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line.
Norman. Wonder if we're gonna have to remember that name.
The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out, and the face was unrecognizable. The power panel looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch?
Let's do it. Looks like there's another way I can go. Another power panel.
The power panel looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch?
Boom.
It was shut tight. There was a rusty-looking card slot on the side.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have to find ourselves that card. Riveting commentary on my end.
Yeah.
I'm just solid snaking
You're just
my
confirming things that we have to do, that we already know we have to do.
I'm just solid snaking my way through this.
Our old break table.
At the end of a hallway. That sucks.
The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this sting more.
Sting more.
I'm gonna hit you.
Oh, come on. That's
Falling
the first-
upstairs.
Oh, another one.
Door had been hastily boarded up.
Get the mouse on it. I saved that mouse for a reason. I'm going to come back and the mouse will...
This was Norman's locker. Norman! Who's the girl, Norman? The door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked there. Another panel that I hoped could help me get the power back on. Did I push the switch?
Ooh. This game is very sonically pleasing.
A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer?
We're taking the hammer.
Of course.
It's hammer time.
As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf.
Stop. Hammer time.
Another panel that I hoped could help me get the power back on. Did I push the switch?
Once more.
The power panel still wasn't working. Did I try it again?
Oh.
The power panel still wasn't working. Did I try again?
There we go.
I just kind of had to fiddle with it.
Another panel that I hoped could help me get the power back on. Did I push the switch? The power panel still wasn't working. Did I try it again?
Yo.
Alright. Let's go back to that door.
Time for a little vandalism.
And more stealing. And falling down the stairs.
The door opened now that the power was back on.
What's this?
Another smudge of dirt similar to the one I found in those sewers was on the floor. Ooh. A large pile of building material and debris blocked the way. A rusted old regulator of some kind sat dusty and unused against the wall. Within the dust there were deep scratches like from some kind of tool or blade.
Ah, it looks like somebody...
Just crap all over the place.
Planks, tools, and broken up parts blocked any further passage.
Wait. I haven't been doing this. I keep forgetting about the looking up.
It didn't look like the footprints were mine, but they were probably too faint to tell.
Is there anything else?
The factory floor never did get the repairs it needed. We closed too soon for that to happen.
I don't think there was anything in here. Now for the big door.
With the power box working again, the door was unlocked. Did I go through? I pushed the handle and stepped through the door. A rack of flashlights hung on the wall. One of them was missing.
Maybe it's the one I'm holding.
I'm gonna guess.
Oh. Oh.
That's just
there's something there.
That's an impassable square.
My flashlight flickered for a moment as I stepped into the pockmarked ground. The air still smelled of trees and rain, and I was starting to get cold. Did my flashlight really come from that factory? How would I ever see...
That's not that much of a stretch, dude.
My head ached as I wrestled with my thoughts, and my body felt ready to give up completely. My only option was the path in front of me. I hoped desperately that it led back to town. Maybe if I ended up close to Norman's store, he could help. Norman!
What if Norman is dead?
What if Norman's dead?
What if Norman is the killer?
Then now you're Norman.
Oh.
A pickup had smashed into the guardrail and stood silent. Was this the truck that those newspaper clippings mentioned? Was there really a body found here too?
Anything?
I looked closer at the tailgate and could see a series of dried streaks down its back. Inside the truck was dried blood and broken glass. I was surprised this hadn't been towed away yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is everybody in this town?
They're all watching us from the woods there.
Ah, so that's where they are. That's what those eyes are.
Yep.
Just spooky, spooky people.
It's a town
Spooky
of
kabuki people.
All of a sudden, they're gonna pop out and start dancing in front of me.
The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. Did I take it back?
That seems important.
No.
I cleaned the card off as best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to found my credit card, and now that...
Wow, what a great day.
I tucked the card into my wallet next to my credit card.
Yeah, all the dead bodies and...
But I found my credit card and my driver's license.
It sounded like it was going to start raining again.
Oh, we better find...
We best hurry up.
Better find shelter.
I'd entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet except for the faint sound of a television.
Wait, he worked in the factory. Oh, maybe after the factory closed.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's his new job.
But it was 10 feet away from the old factory.
He was attached to the area.
The entrance to the front of the store was locked from the inside. Looked like I couldn't just pop it open. It needed a key. There's a bit of blood on the keyhole.
Ooh.
Damn those bloody keys.
The key made of blood.
Made of, by, and for blood.
What was this? It looked like a pull chain hanging from the ceiling. I wondered where it led. Did I pull the chain?
Not yet.
Somehow I was too afraid to see up there for myself. Maybe it was for the best.
Yeah, I've seen Hereditary, thanks. I'm not going into any attics.
The TV still flickered some indecipherable channel.
Oh, is that Norman?
Norman! Oh no, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my coworker, and one of the few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair.
Yep, Norman's dead.
Bana.
His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been shot trying to get up. His eyes were still wide with shock. Norman, you deserve better than this. Did I close his eyes?
Yes.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace or if I just couldn't stand to think anymore about what was going on. Quickly, I closed Norman's eyes.
Starting to think that Hey, this looks familiar.
I guess this was Norman's kitchen table.
He kept saying, I guess it's his kitchen table.
I guess.
It's a table and it's in his kitchen. It could be his dining room table.
But there were water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I?
I've been through enough as is. May as well keep going.
I found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash and pocketed it.
That seems...
Sure.
That seems...
That seems like something this weird degenerate would do.
He's just so dedicated to his kleptomania.
If I'm just walking in a park, I don't see a trash bin and go, I guess I'm just going to rummage through it. Like a raccoon.
That might be cool.
What was this? It looked like a pull chain hanging from the ceiling. I wonder where it led.
I forgot
Did
about
I pull
it.
the chain? I gave the chain a single tug and a simple folding ladder at the attic popped down.
We're going up.
Oh,
Hey!
more gymnastics enthusiasts.
Boy, this gymnast really
what
gets
is it
around.
supposed to be?
I don't know.
I literally have no clue what else that could possibly be.
Like, I thought it might have been, like, shackles, because, like, they created some kind of dungeon.
I think the other one was a murder dungeon, though.
Yeah, murder dungeon.
There was a large cardboard box that hadn't been sealed. Did I open it? Inside the cardboard box was a pile of clothes, photos, and even shoes. As I looked closer, I realized they were Rachel's. Scandalous. What were you doing here, Rachel? Were you responsible for poor Norman downstairs?
Or were you and Norman getting it on? I think this is the last room.
I wasn't entirely surprised to find this here. It was one of Rachel's old fall coats. I was wondering what happened to it. How long had it been here? There was a little bit of something dark staining the sleeve.
It's blood. Ooh.
Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were legal here. One of the slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others there. If the handgun was Norman's, what the hell was he doing with it? The gun would fit there. Did I place it back in the cabinet?
Well, I may as well.
I carefully pushed the piece back in place, but felt a great burden lifted.
Ooh, I got a trophy. Now I wonder if there's...
I think I'm just missing one trophy now.
I wonder if there's a spot where I can put the knife.
The knife.
The knife.
I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away.
Yeah, not like it was garbage before.
The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rich used to stop by after work if we needed anything.
Oh, if she needed something more like it.
The register was mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. I wondered if someone had robbed the place before killing Norman upstairs.
That, or we may have caught Rachel doing her thing.
The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted.
Anything interesting in there?
What was the matter, Norman? Cheated on your hydro bills, too?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Someone's a little salty.
There were various postcards in the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed no black and white photo of the water tower.
To be fair,
Tower. It's all coming back.
to be fair, I think...
To be fair.
I think this guy is very much right to be pissed at somebody who was...
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's
yeah.
not the guy's fault. It's more of his wife's fault for...
She cheating, but he know better.
Yeah. It's everybody's fault, really.
It looked to be in much better shape back then.
Anything else?
Of all the postcards, that one seemed to be the most popular. There were only a few left.
Boy, everybody...
Boy, boring town, huh?
Everybody loves this
That
water
fucking
tower.
water tower.
It had been weeks since I'd last seen Norman, and finding him that way still left me cold. Thinking of him slumped against that chair only cemented my reassurance in getting rid of that gun. It looked like someone had taken that piece from his store, but while I was in those tunnels, as I stepped outside, I recalled that dusty old box of clothes in Norman's attic. I felt like I had only discovered more questions, no answers, but I was close to home. It was time to find out the truth.
Now, this doesn't end well for most characters.
We're in the home stretch.
You know, I don't know why I invite you over anymore. Just because I've known you for 20 years doesn't mean...
It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house.
This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife.
Not anymore, at least.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
Hey, AJ, did you know there is water
He was locked.
at the bottom of the ocean?
Letting the days go by. The neighborhood local post box. Letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter?
That is a crime. That is a criminal crime. They take that shit seriously.
Nah.
I left the letter right where it was. The neighborhood mail wasn't my problem.
Of all the things...
That's a criminal crime.
I had the wrong gate. This one was locked.
Of all the things I've done tonight, I can't...
I'm not
see-
committing mail fraud.
I am not committing mail
That
fraud.
is a step too far, my friend.
I had it in our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid.
Still just
I
walking.
held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside.
Still just strutting it like a champ, though.
You can't see it, but I'm strutting. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off.
Well, of course it was.
Wouldn't be a horror experience.
Because that was fucking creepy.
I remember having breakfast here on this very table. Was that yesterday or sometime before?
probably yesterday.
The door to the basement. It was locked. Where'd I put the damned key?
Oh.
Does this dude have, like, breasts as his wallpaper here?
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
A little.
There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it?
Yeah, it's my mail.
I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell?
I guess you didn't need your credit card after all.
The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out, though. I needed to see if Rachel was...
How is it locked? You're in the house.
Yeah.
What the hell?
There should be a little knob thing that you can turn.
Like a lock.
The door to the basement was locked. Where'd I put the damn key?
Oh, I already looked at that.
I had found the last missing piece from my wallet. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway?
Meh. May as well complete the wallet.
I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why'd I thrown it away?
And there's a PlayStation on the ground there.
Our television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late.
I wonder if it
Condom
like...
lamp.
I wonder if they like... I mean, this is a big ask, but I wonder if they like changed what console was there.
I think this is maybe only on PlayStation.
I think it's on Steam too.
Yeah. No, because it looks like there's like some sort of other thing on the shelf, so it could be just a generic console as well.
Yeah. The X
The door was
station.
stuck shut. There's an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle.
A lot of locks in this house, huh?
Yeah, a lot of locks that have been
Locked.
Our hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor.
Can't I pick up a shard and try to
Jam
pick
it in
up-
my own neck.
Well, geez, wasn't gonna go there. I was just gonna say maybe using it as a makeshift lockpick.
You know nothing about picking locks, do you?
No.
That's not even close to how that could possibly work.
Our sink would need to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't gotten around to fixing it yet. That old house was charming for sure, but it wasn't always easy. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old...
Claw-footed bathtubs. Sure.
It seemed impractical at times, but it was part of what made that house home.
Also looks like there's mildew all over those tiles. I think it's
Yeah.
just. I think it's just.
It's just the style. When they wanted old house, they really meant it.
They got this old house on Telemundo.
My laptop had been left on, and it only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower.
Man, this dude's just horny for that water tower.
There's a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it?
Oh, that sounds like the key I've been looking for.
I pocketed the key.
Should probably delete my browser history.
The laptop was warm and had been running for a while.
Of course. at the same time, nobody will be too weirded out by all those pictures. It's just pictures of the water tower.
It is his stash, but still.
It's my stash, but no one's gonna be.
The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that we're closer, it looked like the man in the house had some of the same books as I did.